Hi guys, so I thought I'd do a little video. It's been a while. I think the last video I did was in December, just after the court case. I am doing a documentary about the whole situation, but unfortunately I'm not allowed to share it until the police and the solicitors have done their thing. So in a nutshell, basically the police wouldn't help me for 7 years with regards to the trolling. They said it's all cyber stuff, they're not really interested. So this guy teamed up with a handful of other men and went on various platforms and enticed complete strangers to come at me online. This went on for years, and in the end I got so sick of it. He attempted to steal the rights to my film 3 times, blatantly in front of everybody who knew what he was doing. And nobody did anything. I was literally banging my head against a brick wall. So I had no option but to go to court. I invested my own money into a private case and I ended up winning that case, and I got an injunction against Christopher Smith. So he can no longer be used as a flying monkey for the other men that were trying to ruin my reputation or stop people working with me or whatever it was Mason Fardo said he was set out to do. So yeah, now the injunction's in place. I've wanted to tell my whole story, but because the police failed to do their duty, I'm now suing the police. So it's put a spanner in the works of me sharing the whole story, because I can't do that because that could affect the second case I'm fighting. So yeah, it's been about a year now, no, 13 months since I did the initial court proceedings, like filed the court case. That took 11 months to get into court. Then I've won that court case, and now I don't know how long I've got to wait. Literally, I don't know, there's no time span. The complaint against the police was put in about 9 months ago, so it's looking that everything, all complaints take like a year. But I don't have much faith, if I'm honest. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on YouTube with what's going on with the justice system at the moment and the police, and we're not on planet Earth, are we? It's just insane. And really, a spoilt little shit that likes to try and steal people's films and acts like a parasite on the internet, it's not really high up on their jobs to do. There's a lot worse crimes being committed. So I've just had to put up with this guy. And like I say, since December, I've not heard anything because the injunction's in place now. So I did this morning get a friend request from a guy I've never heard of. And when I accepted that request, there was lots of photos on his wall of him with the group of people that were basically doing the dirty work for these men. Half of these people I've never met, I don't know them. They're just cliques within the film industry because they've worked on somebody's film. Somebody slagged me off and then they've decided to try and jump on the bandwagon and act like bullies in the playground. So yeah, I don't scare easily, unfortunately for them. And like I said, I've documented everything that they've ever done, all their names, who they are, and over time, it's kind of shown it for what it is. I mean, it's been draining trying to prove it, and I think it's disgusting how we have to bend over backwards to prove these people to be what they are, and that's why they call it the criminal justice system, not the victim's justice system. That's why you're innocent until proven guilty. That's why the victim has to bend over backwards proving their innocence, whilst everyone supports the abuser. It's textbook. Unfortunately, I'd never dealt with narcissism in such a mass before. There's a lot of it that goes on in the film industry. And when I got involved with the Roofid film, I was really new to the film industry. So I just thought everybody was like-minded, loved the performing arts, wanted to make movies. But unfortunately, there are a lot of nasty egos. And when you come across those type of people, it's best to just get away. I wish I'd known that back then. But I spent years fighting my innocence, proving what these people were. And what I found out was they actually get off on that. That's why they do what they're doing. They love to provoke you. They love to watch you react. reactive abuse. It's been a big learning curve for me, and you know, some people in the film industry, they are lessons, not blessings. And I think when you realise that you've got yourself involved in a bubble like that, somebody that's prepared to get complete strangers involved to ruin your life because of a vendetta they had 8 years ago, says more about them, really. So yeah, I had to take some time out just to clear my path, all the nasty energies that were attaching themselves to me. I had to clear that space and make sure they had no way of connecting with me. And I've done it. I mean, I know they're always going to be there watching, and you know, anytime something good in my life happens, they got that face. But you can't help people's opinions of you, and you're not going to get on with everyone in life. So I'm going to be a lot more cautious now, in who I allow into productions, because in the past I've kind of just been like, yeah, it's for aspiring actors, amateurs, anyone can get involved. I used to like meeting people, but now you have to be very careful that you're actually meeting a person and not a complete Satanist demons. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with the filming. We're going to continue doing the Narc film that we've got about 5 scenes left to finish that. And then once that's done, I'm just going to continue getting myself healthy, putting on the weight, staying away from dark energies, and using every bit of knowledge that I've learned over the last 7 years to steer away from these kind of people in the future. It's like I say, been a massive learning curve. So yeah, documentary is going to be coming out, but I don't know when. Film's coming out, that's probably going to be at least another 6 months. And summer's on its way. That's the best bit, I think. I can't wait for summer this year. It's been too cold too long, and I'm too white. I need to get some vitamin D in me, and eat lots of salads and barbecues. So yeah, I will be updating as we go. I feel sort of back to myself again now. I kind of lost trust in a lot of people, and when I got ill, I realised that a lot of people, they weren't interested in supporting me and making, you know, yeah, you're making the right decision, Sam, on concentrating on your health and your family. It was more about what I wasn't doing for them. And like I say, I had to clear some space, and now that's done, I feel like I'm ready to continue doing what we do best at Sammy Lee Productions. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for everyone that has supported me, especially on the day when I was at the vet with Chloe. That was awful. I hate making those sort of decisions. She's doing a lot better now. We had a phone call this morning. The lumps have been tested and they are not malignant. They were just mammary glands. So that's a good sign. Nothing's going to be growing back or having to go through all that again. Because transporting her and everything, that was an absolute nightmare. She doesn't like doggy cages, and to force your dog into one of them when they don't like it, like, it was awful. I just don't ever want to go through that again. But yeah, she's all good, and thanks to everybody that kept me company that day. It was awesome. Anyway, I'm going to go and get on with the housework, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Mwah.